What's going on, guys? It's David here, and in this video I'm going to give you 5 psychological tricks you can use to make yourself instantly more confident. Let's get started. Alright, I ain't gonna waste your time. Number 1 is fear of loss. Now, what I mean by this is that humans are naturally loss averse. They've done studies on this, man. And what this basically means is that we care more about losing something than about gaining something equivalent. So an easy example for this would be, most people would prefer not to lose $20 than to, find a $20 bill somewhere on the sidewalk. But this doesn't just apply to money. This applies to literally everything. So take women, for example. If there's a girl that you have a crush on, you're probably gonna be so afraid to ask her out because you're afraid that you're gonna lose, that opportunity to date her, that it's gonna prevent you from taking action and maybe gaining that and getting her as a girlfriend, or maybe pursuing other girls and dating them. Or with your career, I know plenty of guys who are so afraid to quit their job and lose that security that they never pursue another career and find something that they actually enjoy doing. So basically, to trick your mind here into being more confident, here's what you do. Whenever you catch yourself in a situation where you're hesitating because you're afraid of losing something, realize that shit, recognize it's simple human behavior, it's bad programming, and just move forward anyway. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I'm actually in Toronto with Julia, so we're gonna go explore a bit and keep the video going. Alright guys, if you have not seen my previous video, go watch it. It's a vlog showing some of our adventures in Toronto, and honestly, we're fucking loving this city. Maybe even considering moving here.
Sorry, Mom.
But anyway, let's keep this video going. Number 2 is to share your insecurities. What I mean by that is all of us have things that we're embarrassed or ashamed about that we try and hide from other people. For the longest time, I was embarrassed about my nose. I know other dudes who are embarrassed that they're kind of short or that they're balding, or maybe you're ashamed of the fact that you're still a virgin and you're in your 20s. It doesn't matter what it is. You have to realize that the natural response is to try and hide these things from other people and pretend like they don't exist or compensate for them. But when you do this, you give these things power over you and they start to cripple your confidence from the inside out. So right now, what I would challenge you to do is today or tomorrow, when you're talking to a friend or someone you trust, to share one of your insecurities with them. To just be like, you know what, dude? For the longest time, I've been super insecure about my height. It makes me feel like I'm not as much of a man as other guys who are taller than me. And when you do this, it's gonna be scary, but I guarantee you that either your friend is gonna be like, dude, I have the exact same insecurity, or he's gonna be like, shut the fuck up, dude. You're a super good looking guy. That doesn't matter. Stop worrying about that. And either way, it's gonna remove the power that this thing had over you, and it's gonna build your confidence. We're about to go on a little bike tour of the city, so I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what Toronto looks like. Let it begin. Okay, we found this cool area by the water here. This is actually one thing I love about Toronto. It has Lake Ontario next to it. It's like you're next to the ocean, which is dope. But let's keep the video going. Number 3 is to look good. And this is so simple, but it's something that a lot of guys don't take advantage of. A lot of guys just don't take the times to make themselves look good before they leave the house every day. It's so easy to be lazy and to throw on some sweatpants and not do your hair. But then when you do that and you're out in public, you might be self-conscious, or you might see a girl you want to approach, but then it's really easy for you to make the excuse, oh, I don't look good right now, so I'll just do it some other time. Now, on the other hand, if you take the time to make yourself look good every time before you leave the house, so you can look in the mirror and be like, damn, I'm looking fly, When you get out in public, you're gonna feel really confident. You're not gonna have these thoughts of self-doubt or the thoughts that I'm not looking my best right now, and that's not gonna hold you back and keep you inside your head. And look, man, I wanna be clear. I don't mean that you need to wear like a fitted suit and tie out every single time you leave the house. For example, right now, I'm just wearing some Adidas sneakers, some fitted sweatpants, a cool shirt, and I did my hair, and I'm looking fresh. It's a fresh Sunday outfit, and lots of studies have confirmed this, man. If you look good, you feel good, and you play good, and if you look sloppy, well, you're gonna feel pretty sloppy too. Anyway, Julia is starving, so we can go find her some food, and we're gonna keep the video going. We're walking through the film festival here this weekend, crowded with people, but I forgot to mention that 2 weeks ago I actually did a video on 5 ways to make yourself look better. So go check that out, link in the description. Anyway, it's too crowded in here, and I'm getting hungry, so let's get these gains in. All right, we are getting the gains in. Steak and cheese, sweet potato fries, lemonade. Julia, eating food. Anyway, this place is actually delicious. I'll keep the video going after we finish. So that steak and cheese was delicious. The food here has actually been phenomenal, don't you think?
Yeah, best sushi ever.
Yeah, last night we had the best sushi in the world. Anyhow, let's give you number 4, which is cold showers. And I've mentioned this in other videos before as a way to wake yourself up in the morning and be productive, but it's actually a way to trick yourself into being confident as well, because think about it this way. In the morning, if you think about taking a cold shower, you're gonna face this moment where you kind of just wanna be lazy and do the comfortable thing and take a nice warm shower. But if you face that fear of being discomfortable and you take that shower, you're getting your mindset started on the right foot. So later in the day, when you're facing the decision of having a hard conversation with someone or approaching a girl or doing something that takes balls and takes confidence, you've already sort of programmed your mind to do the thing that's not comfortable because you know it's the right thing to do. I hope that makes sense. Did that make sense?
It makes sense.
It made sense. So anyway, we're gonna go find some more of those bikes and find another cool area to keep filming. We'll see y'all in a little bit. All right, guys, I think we finally have found some bikes. So I'm gonna give you the 5th tip in a second, but if you've watched this far and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you click subscribe because I release videos like this every Monday and Thursday and you don't wanna miss them. Anyway, let's hop on these bikes. All right, we are on the road with the beautiful skyline behind me here. But let me give you the 5th way to trick yourself into being confident, and that is to catch and release. And let me turn down to a less crowded street before I get killed. All right, this is much better. So what I mean here is that generally when we lose confidence in ourselves, it's when we get stuck in our head thinking about things and doubting ourselves. The times when we're the most confident is when we don't think about anything, we just take action. So what you need to do is to catch yourself whenever your brain is going down a negative train of thought. You know, for example, last week I was crossing the street at a crosswalk and there's a few seconds left on the signal for me to cross, but some dude in a big truck like pulled up, cut me off, rolled down his window and yelled, "Get out of the way, you fucking faggot." And at the time I just smiled at him and kept walking, but sure enough, a few hours later, I got stuck in my head thinking about, you know, how I should have beat his ass or what I should have said to him, you know, just to disrespect him. And that made me lose confidence in myself. It made me start feeling anxious and nervous, and I was not focused on what I was doing at the time. So here's what you need to do. First, you catch yourself and just realize it's happening. And second, you refocus on what you're doing. So right now, if I caught myself, I would refocus on feeling the wind on my face, for example, or on the sensation of my feet pedaling this bike. And when you do this consistently, it's gonna help you stay out of your head, it's gonna help you stay focused, and it's gonna help you stay confident all the time. Anyway, I'm gonna drop this bike and then I'll wrap up the video. All right, guys, so those are 5 things you can do today to start making yourself feel instantly more confident. And if you're looking for even more steps you can take, I actually have a free course that you can get access to by clicking the I in the top right corner or the link in the description. And that goes over sort of the little challenges that I gave myself to slowly build up my confidence and desensitize myself to my fears. So I recommend you enroll in that and check it out. Anyway, Julia and I are heading back to the Airbnb to chill a little bit. So I'm gonna wrap the video up here. If you enjoyed it, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. I will see you in the next video. I better see you in the next video. I'm gonna be mad, bro. Stay beastly.